Hello everyone, welcome to TOI Digital, your daily guide to all that's happening in IPL 2026. Beyond the Boundaries, the name of the show. We've got Dwep and Datta who joins us from Chennai, and joining us from NCR is Arani Basu. Welcome to the chat, gentlemen. Thanks a lot for joining us. Today we are the Men in Black, as Arani mentioned before the start of the show. Thanks a lot. Dwepan, I want to start off with you. Mumbai versus Kolkata. Mumbai is already out of the competition. Is the focus now purely on the fact that Rohit will improve his fitness, Hardik will improve his fitness, Suryakumar Yadav will show his form? Is that the only thing that we have to look forward to in this game?
Now, if you are not a KKR fan, that is if you are a KKR fan, there's still a lot to play for because two wins can take them through. There is still a significant chance for them. So if you are not a KKR fan, then uh, the issues are whether Rohit proves himself to be fit enough to play the wonders, and as you said, Hardik Pandya, will he play, will he not play, what the drama is, uh, and all that stuff. And what was the third point that you spoke about? There was
About Suryakumar Yadav's form.
Surya Kumar Yadav's form. Surya Kumar Yadav. See, Surya Kumar Yadav hasn't got runs in the when it mattered. Now the pressure is off, and if he gets runs, that should not be the criteria for him to get the India place. If he gets the India place, that should be because it has been pre-decided that he will get the India place. Because runs at this point for Mumbai Indians, these are bogus runs. These are junk runs because these are not pressure runs. So it doesn't matter at all. So, but Rohit Sharma's fitness and Hardik Pandya's situation with Mumbai Indians, these are two interesting things to look forward to. But I am watching the game to see whether KKR wins or not.
Arani, what's your take on this contest?
I'm also curious to know if Varun Chakravarti is playing today. There are reports that the BCCI has received that he has an issue with his toe. So yeah, there are reports actually that so it will be very interesting if KKR push him to play. And however, our BCCI secretary has said that BCCI has no say in deciding whether our player plays in the IPL with an injury or not. So that's a kind of a green signal for KKR. So yeah.
But Arani and then Didi, Arani, how do you see this? What is the message being sent by the BCCI that our centrally contracted players, whom we pay 12 months of contract money, you're
Hmm.
saying for 2.5 months we have no control on them, and why are they paying them 12 months salary? Why don't you?
Message is very clear, Chandresh. IPL generates 90% of your revenue, and we don't want to mess with it. We don't want to do anything that can disrupt that yeah, that source of income for us. So they kind of have to humor the IPL franchises unless it has to do with anti-corruption issues. So it's very clear. The be it Rohit or who did not play for 21 days but never reported to the COE. That is the call that they have taken and they're living with it. So at best, what they could do was just put him under notice that you have to prove your fitness before you take the field for India. They don't care. It happened with Rohit even during 2020 in that Dubai IPL final when he played with a dodgy hamstring and he missed the first half of the Australia tour. He only made it to the last two tests. He missed the entire white ball leg and everything. So it has been going on for a while, Chandresh, and it's become the norm. Uh, we can debate whether it's ethically right or not, but that's how it's working these days.
Yeah, when I look at Arani and his collar, I feel like I'm looking at Mohammad Azharuddin in his heydays. That's how he used to
Yes.
come out to bat. Yeah, one of our heroes growing up. Dwepan, how do you look at this thing? Today, the BCC has announced that under 23 will also play 20 over cricket. Now, this decision, this statement by Devajit Saike yesterday, virtually washing the hands of the whole thing, saying that 2.5 महीना आपके साथ कुछ भी हो, हमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
No, this what has he said that under 23 players will also play 20 over cricket? Like there
The
will be a
under
Yeah,
23
tournament.
tournament, one day tournament has been converted into T20s now.
today they have
So
announced
it's
it.
Okay,
another audition round for the IPL auctions actually.
Yeah. So
another
State League,
audition round.
Syed Mushtaq Ali and
Hmm.
this.
And it is kind of a, in a way it is an indicator, because at the end of the day sport is a consumer driven idea. So it is a clear indicator as to about the status of ODI cricket, one day cricket. Uh, and see, I don't mind it, because you will be playing your Olympics in the T20 format. And you're like, probably in T20 cricket with time, that is going to be the main tournament. This, because when you make a World Cup every 2 years, it is as it is, it kind of takes the sheen off it. So the the coveted prize will be the ODI, the T20 World Cup prize is slowly becoming like the badminton World Championship gold, which happens almost every year. So,
Or the shooting
that
also.
so, or the shooting World Cup, when there are 10 World Cups every year. So, uh, the coveted prize in T20 cricket will become your Olympic gold. And if that is the case, then you have to have a good solid supply line. So under 23, introducing under T20 in under 23 is not a bad idea, given the way the sport is going at the moment.
Okay, there's one more question for you. Did he, sir, KL Rahul was made vice captain mainly because if Shubman Gill misses any test, they need an experienced player to lead, right? It doesn't necessarily mean he's the next captain.
No, I don't think so. I don't think he is the next captain. But Shubman Gill will be the test captain for a while.
Till
I don't think.
till
Uh,
the format lasts.
till the
Till the format
till the
lasts.
till the till the format lasts. Yeah, till the format lasts. But Test
No,
cricket
no, he
will
could,
stay in fits and bursts, the little windows, two Test series, because it is kind of that, like, you have to
It's a,
show
it's
the
a
world that it's a serious sport. So
and it's a
Test cricket,
romantic's delight actually.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. So it's the gentleman's court, if you can say, of cricket. So Test cricket will stay for that special occasion where you wear that coat. But otherwise, yeah. So Shubman Gill, I think, will stay for a while, unless he has a major drop in form, and I do not see then who the next captain is, because Rishabh Pant is not the vice captain. So KL Rahul, yes, KL Rahul can be the backup guy. If Shubman is injured, then he becomes the captain, and but it's not a long term thing. You know that it's not a long term.
okay, Arvind Atreya says, Didi, sir, how was Fleming body language? Does he have the CSK management backing to continue?
CSK management is saying that they will have a word with him. They will discuss it after the IPL. So they when I spoke to them, they did not directly say that he will stay. He said maybe, but we will have a discussion. So that is an interesting shift from where they used to be earlier. Uh, so let's see, because Fleming also said that they left it at let's see. But given the way CSK functions, I think he could be there for one more season. This cycle, as in this cycle, could be. I'm saying could be. Yeah, because
Okay,
this
one
was
more.
not a very bad season for CSK. This was an okay season given the amount of injuries they had.
Okay, Dev Pratap Singh says, Didi, sir, nobody knows CSK better than you. What's your gut feel? Who will captain CSK next year? Ruturaj or Sanju?
Mm, there are calls to make Sanju the captain. The people want Sanju the captain. The fans want Sanju as captain. Ruturaj has, because IPL is very fan driven, consumer driven. So, and the way Ruturaj is playing, like, it is really difficult to justify him as the captain. So, but again, because it's a 2 month tournament, and then everything goes into like, we kind of forget about IPL for the next 6 months, but for the auctions and all. So we don't know where things will be around November, December. But there could be a significant chance that Sanju will be the captain next season. There could be a chance because Ruturaj's game is getting affected, which is not a good thing for CSK.
Okay, Arani, there's a question for you. Dev Pratap Singh. Aranida, Sanju not chosen in ODI squad. Can it be a hint that Sanju is the next T20 captain and will lead at Asian Games while ODI series is on against West
See,
Indies?
I had always maintained that Sanju will not make it to the ODI scheme. If at all they were dropping upon, it would be Ishan Kishan. That I had been maintaining, because Ishan Kishan can bat in the middle order. They need a left-handed there, and he can double up as a backup opener. Very unfortunate for Yashasvi Jaiswal. For some reason, he's always the fall guy. So that so Sanju Samson in ODIs, they don't see him and the middle order as such. You never know what happens in the next 1 year if KL Rahul gets injured or anything. You never know who comes in. I believe Dhruv Jurel is also in the line, waiting for the queue. And T20 captain, they don't want to rush it. I understand the coach wants continuity with the captain for a while. Let's give the captain a little more time to find his touch back. Yes, Asian Games can be the indicator where we are headed. But if Surya is back among runs and he's free, he's not playing in other things, he will be leading India there. So that, and there is a school of thought that why can't we get Gill back into the scheme of things? That because we may be playing overseas a lot, and you would need a much more solid batter of the order. So there is a school of thought. There is a slimmer, little hope for Shubman Gill to come back in. So that was the grand idea around Shubman Gill, the all format captain, which is why it surprised me that even if they wanted to relieve Rishabh Pant of leadership duties, I don't know what leadership does a vice captain do. He doesn't. He's not involved in playing 11 or anything. Uh, but you have to create someone for the future backup. That's the problem India faced even when Rohit was struggling in test matches. We had to rush Shubman Gill when he did not command a place in the playing 11. He was dropped 2 matches earlier from the playing 11. So I would have been much more happy if it had been Yashasvi Jaiswal. Try to groom someone, try to give them more responsibility. KL Rahul has somehow become the perennial quick fix in Indian cricket. You need a wicket keeper, he will be there. You need someone to bat at number 6, 4, he will be there. He can climb up to the opening spot. He's 34 years old, 12 years into the international cricket, test cricket, and he has a 35 average, but he's still an important person in this scheme of things. So, yes, I would have been happy if they would have given Yashasvi Jaiswal a little bit. But that's how I think Yashasvi Jaiswal's career trajectory has been. He's just been missing out for some reason in ODIs, T20s, and I really fear that he doesn't go the Rishabh Pant way. The way things are happen to him. If you don't play matches, you're just traveling. It affects your game. That's I think that they have to be very careful about. They want Shubman Gill to be the undisputed captain across formats, but there needs to be a backup plan. India did not create a backup plan after Rohit Sharma, and luckily we did well in England.
Yeah. So Rohan Narang says, is it compulsory for Bumrah to play all matches even if MI has been knocked out? What is your take,
That
Arini?
is again, BCCI has no say in that. BCCI has it's up to the player, and it's and somehow the player and the I think Bumrah nurtures an ambition of leading the franchise. I think before the mega auction, I think he will push his case for captaincy next year before the mega auction. That's
Even
the
next
idea
season,
that
even next
for the
season he
next
may push.
he may push
Not
for
even.
before the mega auction.
Uh,
Maybe they don't want to thrust Tilak Verma there, or they would want to see if they can get Ishan Kishan back in the mega auction or anything. I had there were reports and suggestions that they did try to go after Ishan Kishan after last year's season. So Mumbai Indians are very kind of emotional about their former players. They get, uh, but that's why Hardik Pandya came back into the scene. So that I think Bumrah will be pushing his case for next year's captaincy.
Okay. Arvind Atria says, Arani sir, after Rishabh Pant's comment yesterday, we may never get a leadership role in Indian team.
You never know that the last Indian captain built a fan base out of hurling expletives on the stump mic, isn't it? We try to go back and we find it very humorous. I don't think the captain was unaware that the stump mic will be catching every comment that he makes. So you never know. The BCCI hasn't taken any action yet, but it cannot be because of this. If they want, what Ajit Agarkar said, that they want him to play with a clear head. They don't want to cloud his thinking process. That's the idea that I get from the BCCI. They want a free Rishabh Pant and getting his mojo back, batting in full flow. uh, that's what they want. So you can never say never in Indian cricket.
Yeah, but he should have avoided that comment yesterday, Rishabh.
Yeah, he should have.
Figure of speech, Chandresh. Like, let's not behave
Mm.
so holier than thou about this thing. It's a
Yeah.
figure of speech. Like, hey, if everyone speaks like, it shows where the country has gone. Anyway,
Mm.
Yeah.
The US
Okay.
president drops that
reacting to
quite often.
unnecessary things like,
Mm.
we, we are saying this left, right, center. Like, what is to be? He's not even giving like hurling and abuse. It's just a
Mm.
figure of speech. What he said at the toss, right? That is
No,
what he's
at
No,
the
talking.
post match.
post-match presentation.
Like, F good team. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
he
yeah,
said, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That is post-match presentation.
Mm.
Okay. Okay, Cristiano Ronaldo says, Didi, the coach cried when he was removed as vice captain. Now removes vice captain himself for his failures. So basically, he's saying that when Gambhir was sacked as vice captain in 2012, he kept talking about it for a while after his retirement. Now we are seeing Gill going, uh, other
Aksar
Rishabh Pant being
going,
sacked. Aksar, no, Aksar is still there, no? T20 vice captain.
you never know.
Yeah.
He,
So
he
Didi,
was
what do you
dropped
think?
during the World Cup as well.
Ah, Didi, what do you think?
Yeah, like that probably shows that when he was removed as the vice captain, that was not entirely a wrong decision. And now that he has done it, he should go back in time, assess what he had said, and understand that people get removed from vice captaincy because they are not doing well. It is not a hidden need, it is not always a hidden agenda.
Yeah,
I think if he figures that out himself by going back in time and looking at what happened to him, then he will probably understand that it is not about agenda, but it's about form.
I can give you an example. When Alan Border became captain in '84, his vice captain at that time was I think David Hooks. He got sacked. Then Jeff Marsh, he got sacked. Then David Boone, he got sacked. Then Mark
Shane
Taylor.
Warne.
Shane Warne was vice captain. So Ravi Shastri was vice captain to every captain in the '80s in India. But finally, when it came to become captain, they didn't make him captain ever. So anyway, Sports Crazy says, Didi sir and Aranida, question to both. Arni's already answered. Didi, I want you to answer. It was clear that Rishabh Pant was not in a good mental space. Do you both think he was wrong? And what do you think about his future?
See, he's not playing white ball cricket well. That is true. Like, since the time he has come back from the accident and etc., he has not been the same white ball batter that he was. Like, and he still remains a very good red ball batter, red ball wicket keeper, all of that. But his white ball game has taken a beating. So yeah, it needs to be fixed. If he can go back to the slightly easier cricket, I am saying Vijay Hazare, Syed Mushtaq Ali, he plays these tournaments, gets some runs, gets some confidence back, then the quality that he has, I think that quality is undeniable quality. But he needs to come back to form, because at the moment, guys like Ishan Kishan are playing better white ball cricket than him.
Okay, now there's one more question for you. This is from Ashraf. He says, Didi sir, you were not here yesterday. So, what is your point of view on Ritu's last test innings versus Sunrisers Hyderabad?
It was one of the worst innings I have seen. I wrote it in my copy also. That was one of the worst innings by a captain in a must win situation. Like 15 of 21 balls in a, even if they had 43 in 3 overs, they reached 57 in 6. That is where they lost the game. And in 3 overs they scored 14 runs in power play with just 1 wicket down. Like, it was beyond ridiculous. So Ruturaj had a terrible IPL, and his this innings was his worst innings till now. Fleming tried to say that this was a slow pitch, etc., etc. Nothing defends that. There is no defense for that innings. So just for this innings, if it was another franchisee, just for this innings he could have been sacked. It may not be the case for CSK, may not be, I am saying, but if it was a Punjab Kings or one of the other franchises which are slightly volatile in nature, he could have been dropped after this innings, sacked. I mean.
Okay, Introspect says, BCCI secretary said the BCCI can't micromanage injury during IPL. That is the prerogative of franchise. Didi sir, what's your take on this?
But I think BCCI is right on this, right? Like, what can they do? The IPL is
But
run by.
but 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 Rohit, Bumrah, Varun, Arshdeep, they're all centrally contracted players. So
No, but
technically, they
what?
are BCCI
No,
players.
no, but what does BCCI tell the? So it is a basic thing. It's like club versus country. When a player is playing for a club, then what can the national federation say for a must-win game? That you don't play the player. You can't do that.
But if the
You
player is
can't
not fit,
you can't point it.
but
No,
but you're
no,
centrally
yeah.
contracted player, no, Didi? Centrally
Centrally
contracted.
even no, even if he is centrally contracted, I'm saying, even if he is centrally contracted, but how can the uh, federation, or I'm saying the BCCI in this case, tell a club which has paid a hell of a lot of money to a player to not to play a must-win game if the player says that he is okay to play? I don't think uh, a national association or a federation can do that. Like, in no sport, it doesn't happen for any sport.
But it's happening
But
this year with Cricket Australia, and they have been pulling them
Cricket
players out.
Australia, because the
Mm.
first right of the player in cricket right now,
They
unless it
need
changes
to
to
take
2 years,
NOCs from the board. Yeah.
boards,
No, the
they are
point
first
is,
employees.
in case of Cricket Australia, it is like they're doing it for IPL. I
They're
don't
doing it for
know what.
everything. They're doing it for everything. The contracted player's
Right to
first
refusal.
employer, yeah, first employer is the board. Unless it changes 2 years from now, when CSK is the employer and they say we will decide when Sanju will play for India, that's a different matter. Like it happens in football, I'm sure.
Yeah, because that is the club country debate. But as Aruni was also saying, when the revenue is from IPL, there is no way BCCI cannot compromise on the quality of the IPL
I,
product, and there
I
the
all,
franchises call the shots.
yeah, I always say the expectation setting, like it happens in jobs, where HR does expectation setting for an employee, should have been done in 2007. We are allowing you in, but we will decide the rules. But if they had set that rule then no one would have come in.
My thing is, like, these players are so filthy rich. Like, this central contracts thing should go on the
Mm.
first place. But 2 crores don't matter to them. It is just a kind
Mm.
of, like, just saying that, okay, fine, I am among the 36. So like the central contracts idea for Indian cricket should be scrapped because they don't need the money. That money could be used in
Yeah,
some other
I think the
area. Not
contract should be going
there
to
is,
the targeted players.
yeah,
Younger
why
players, you give them that
yeah,
contract.
yeah, why yeah, for an under 20 BCCI can do that for a Mayank Yadav, but BCCI there is no point doing it for a,
See,
like, why give another 4 crores or 5 crores to Jasprit Bumrah? For him it's pocket, it's
see,
loose change.
You're
when
jealous of. Didi, you're jealous
when
of him.
Ishan Kishan was dropped from the contract list, he was at that 1 crore wala category. He didn't care. He was getting 11 crores from Mumbai, 16 crores from Mumbai, and 11 crores from Sunrisers.
It is loose
So,
change for them, so why waste the money on that?
Okay, Gaurav Jain says one last question before I go to Arani. Didi sir, that day Rutu said we were better than last year in 2024. Said we are happy with 7 wins. Also said we lost only by 50 runs. His presentation ceremonies are enough reason to sack him.
I thankfully I didn't get to hear the presentation ceremony, but they one thing is true that CSK did not play very badly this season. Like they had given the amount of injuries that they had, like the defeats were quite bad, but they won a good number of matches and beat the teams that they were supposed to beat, and they kind of forged a good bowling unit also out of virtually out of nothing, and they have a good core of batters. Those things, but for a trophy hungry franchisee like CSK, which is used to winning trophies, it is a bad season because you don't, the moment you are not in the semi final, it's bad. So, uh, he is not entirely wrong that the season was not very bad, but that doesn't justify him saying that we lost by 50, only 50 runs, etc. So, and Ruturaj has been a disaster, as a disaster as a player and a captain this
Okay,
season.
Dev Pratap Singh says Aranida is Ishan the backup opener in ODIs. If Rohit isn't available, will Ishan open or Jaiswal will be called?
see, that's the point I made upfront in the show. If Rohit is fit, Ishan is obviously the backup opener. Uh, but we don't know what the timeline is for Rohit's subject to fitness. Is it till the first ODI or the second ODI? When do you get? Yeah, they should have then named Yashasvi Jaiswal as a reserve. I don't know if he's traveling. We will get to know after the test match in Chandigarh that if he's traveling with the team, then we'll get an idea. But again, the selector, the coach can say a lot of things about SSV Jaiswal that he's waiting in the wings. We need to give him, but you are just carrying him around. That is not a good thing to do. They need to take a call about, yes, if SSV is your number one backup opener, then you need to have him in the squad right first thing. So that is a bad signal that they've sent, I think, to Yashasvi Jaiswal. That kid is now doubting himself, doubting his place in the India's white ball scheme for no fault of his own. He was in great form. He was with the T20 World Cup team in 2024. Then again, because he was busy with the assignments, he lost his place. That is an issue they need to address. And then you have Vaibhav Suryavanshi knocking in the door, Priyan Sharia. And, I think you have to take care of Yashasvi Jaiswal that he doesn't lose his way here. He doesn't get frustrated and anxious and everything, and that could start affecting his batting. Till now, he's done well in the IPL, which is reassuring. But yes, they need to check on Yashasvi Jaiswal.
Okay, Nishant Agarwal says there are two questions on KL Rahul. I'll take this one first. Back to back, I'll take the questions. Arani G, how many chances to KL Rahul? After playing around 70 tests, he still averages around 35. Priyank Panchal and Abhimanyu Ishwaran never played for India. How many players will be sacrificed for KL Rahul? There is one more comment where they compared. Yeah, here it is. Mayank Agarwal and Prithvi Shaw got sidelined due to 34-year-old youngster. 34 average for 13 years. Zach Crawley of India. So basically, they're saying that KL is Zach Crawley of India. What's your take?
See, Indian cricket, has been for some reason, has been very fond of KL Rahul. They never wanted him to lose him from the system. It was a big call after 2022 T20 World Cup that he is not cut out for the modern day T20 game. That is where they ran out of patience. Despite Shikhar Dhawan was having a better strike rate, a better consistency than KL Rahul before that, still they went ahead with KL Rahul. KL Rahul, somehow they have invested so much in him. Rahul Dravid had projected him the next leader. He could not live up to that as well. Uh, yeah, questions will be asked of Rahul. Even after that England series was the first big series that he had in his 12-year career. And after that, again in South Africa, against South Africa, he did not absorb the pressure well. He should have been the lead man chasing 120 there. As a senior batter, playing the new ball before the spinners came in, he should have taken the onus and taken the team through there. At least till 70, 80 runs should have been there. That is the problem with KL Rahul. So it's for the Indian cricket to answer. I don't know. Whoever the like with Ishwaran, you said four regimes came in, and each captain and coach did not think he was up to the mark. With KL Rahul, all of them were on the same page that he cannot be out of the system for long. So they have seen something in KL Rahul. Maybe before retirement, he will justify that. So he's 34. I think I'm sure after the 27 World Cup, again he will be put on the game. So he will be put on trial there.
Okay, two questions on Rohit Sharma. I want Arani to answer. Saikat Sardar says, why is he so obsessed to play Rohit Sharma? Why is Rohit Sharma obsessed to play World Cup in 2027? He's not in form. His age is also not with him. The second question is, isn't Rohit risking aggravating his injury? He should rest and come back fit for ODIs.
See, Rohit cannot afford to give up his place right now. If Yashasvi Jaiswal gets rolling or Ishan Kishan gets rolling, it will be curtains for him. It's simple as that. Uh, and for the previous question about his obsession to play 2027, we have been making this point, and the BCCI has also, I think, learned that they have walked into a trap by clubbing these two Roko, this that entire Roko idea, Rohit and Virat. Sorry, both of them cannot be clubbed together anymore. Virat's skills as a one day batter is far superior. His fitness is far superior than anybody in this team, and he knows how to pace a one day innings. He's the only one who can rotate strike throughout an innings. We have seen everybody, we have tried everybody in T20 cricket. Remember against South Africa also, when the going gets tough, they struggle to rotate strike. India played around 20 dot balls in that South Africa match in Ahmedabad in the power play. That's the problem. This generation of cricketers are boom and burst. They are struggling to pace their innings, and that's why India are so often falling 30 runs short in every ODI matches. Shubman Gill, if you see his scoring runs, all of a sudden his strike rate has dipped. His scoring is 50 of 70 balls these days. Rohit Sharma has given up that ultra aggressive batting. Everyone has their number set, but I think they have to move to that T20 mindset again. That fearless mindset. Don't worry about your milestones and runs. But yes, Rohit and Virat, I would say Rohit should not be Virat should not be clubbed with Rohit anymore. Rohit should be judged independently.
Okay. Just to update everybody, Hardik is back as captain, and KKR will be, just to let you know, will be fielding first. There is some rain about in Kolkata, so there
Varun
is a
is
very.
there.
Huh?
Is
Who's
Varun in
that?
the lineup? Varun?
Uh, we don't know as yet. I'll just find out about that. Just super chat for you, Didi. Pant scored 480 runs as vice captain in 7 innings in England. His vice captain is taken, but no action against our coach, who lost 3 out of 5 series, including 2 whitewashes. If we drop players based on one match, what about coach? He's very masoom. Didi, please educate him. Didi,
Mute, mute.
Didi, you're on mute.
Ah,
Uh,
Pant losing his vice captaincy, I think, was a result of what happened in that Guwahati Test match in against South Africa. I think it was a fallout of that. That was a decision that was taken. The the coach and Pant probably are not on the same page. Uh, Pant played a bad shot in the first innings, and that was. But then everyone played poorly in that series. No one was exactly outstanding. So just putting it on Pant doesn't make sense. And Gautam Gambhir hasn't been doing well as a Test coach, but I'm sure sports crazy himself also goes crazy when India wins the T20s, the white ball cricket that kind of covers up for all the failures that happen. And because we live by the rules of today and yesterday is forgotten very easily, that is why somebody like a Gautam Gambhir, after being a disaster as a test coach, carries on as a test coach. Like it is quite obvious. It is quite obvious. Had you been, because the idea in Indian cricket is to sh- shove a failure under the carpet and project the
Hmm.
successes that you are having, and that can be different formats. Like red ball failures have been forgotten. Red ball failures are not being discussed. So that is why Gautam Gambhir stays, because everything is about perception. The game in every sphere of life in the country that we live in, it is about perception, and cricket is not an exception.
Okay, Varun is playing. Arani first. Who do you think is winning today?
Hmm. Correct. See, Mumbai Indians, as we discussed, they have nothing to lose and they are out for a picnic. I think out on a picnic there. So that can be deadly for KKR. Now KKR, now that they can, when they were in a position when they thought there was no hope, they started playing better cricket at that time. Now again they have a glimmer of hope that they can make it to the playoffs. You don't know, pressure does funny things to teams. So uh, Mumbai Indians on paper again any day, but again the what's happening in the Mumbai Indians camp, it's they can implode as well. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Didi? Who's winning?
Who's bad? There's rain and KKR is fielding. See, Mumbai
Yeah.
Indians, as we are saying, Mumbai Indians, when they're playing pressure free cricket, they're a very dangerous side. Like, they can just play bang bang and can make things difficult. And KKR has the pressure of the world is on them, so it will not be easy. It will not be easy uh, unless it becomes a 6 over match or something like that. It could be tricky.
Okay, let's see what happens in the contest. Remember, like, share, subscribe, and comment on all our videos. Press the hype button and सुपर चैट के जरिए सवाल पूछिए तभी डीडी जीजी और नितिन बताएंगे आपको कि आईपीएल का टिकट कहाँ से मिलेगा बस 10 दिन और है आईपीएल का इससे बड़ा मौका आपको नहीं मिलेगा अफगानिस्तान सीरीज चेन्नई में एक मैच है उसका भी बात डीडी बताएंगे आपको क्योंकि उनके बैकयार्ड में हो रहा है क्रिकेट वनडे मैच रोको का मुकाबला है वहाँ पर आखिरी बार शायद खेल रहे होंगे चेन्नई में एज रोको आई डोंट नो इफ नेक्स्ट ईयर देयर इज अ मैच इन चेन्नई और ओडीआई मैच that's it for today. Thanks a lot, Didi. Thanks a lot, Aruni. Thanks a lot to the backend team. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye and God bless.